Agent Orange indeed, the Orange Crush Andy Miller, and actually he looks pretty happy for a guy who had to write out a big check to the IRS earlier today based on your 09 season. I have news for you. This is breaking news. Our very own Ken Workington is going to the Elitlopp.
Is he?
Calling some races, doing some interviews, and he's hoping to hang out with you and Julie.
I hope to see him there.
Well, Holly and I are going to warn you right now. He likes to have a beer now and then. You're going to hear a lot of stories about himself, and he has mastered the slow reach for the check. So keep that in mind when you guys are out there.
Okay.
But it should be fun, and congratulations to Ken. That'll be a great experience. Hopefully it'll be a great experience for you as well, Andy, because we are going to focus in on the big horse, Lucky Jim. And, of course, the Sumac Lad final tomorrow. We've billed it as the Clash of the Titans. You and Enough Talk of the first two legs. It's lived up to it. Let's take a look at the first leg on the backstretch. You were in the two-hole, decided to move back to the lead. What went into that decision?
You know, we weren't going a whole lot, and Ronnie didn't seem like he really wanted the front, so, you know, I kind of made a controlled move back to the front and just thought, you know, see how the race goes from there.
Now, once you cleared the lead, and Ronnie made you trot a little bit, I think that was a 27-4 second quarter. Were you able to back it down in the third quarter and relax Lucky Jim?
Yeah, you know, Lucky Jim relaxes himself, so he kind of took himself up a little bit around the turn there and just relaxed and, you know, kind of braced for the stretch drive.
Now, Enough Talk sitting on your back. You knew this was only his second start back. Did you figure Ronnie would wait a little longer than normal?
You know, we were trotting pretty good, and you know, I knew after seeing Ronnie's horse the week before that he would be coming at me, and you know, I just curious as how my horse would respond. You know, last year it was not very often that there was a horse got that close to him, so I didn't know how he would react to it.
Well, I kind of thought Enough Talk maybe was going to go by, but it looked like when he got right up to Lucky Jim's head that Jim saw him or heard him and kind of dug in a little bit.
Yeah, Jim's a good horse, and he puts out a big effort, and he loves to win.
So that, folks, was round one. Now let's rewind to last Friday to round two, and it was a little bit different because of the post positions. Enough Talk drew the rail, and you ended up with an outside post and had to drop into the two-hole.
Yeah, you know, I kind of would. That's the way I kind of envisioned the race, and I liked it turning out that way. I'd like to have won the race, but you know, obviously it didn't turn out that way. But it wasn't lack of effort on Lucky Jim's part.
Now on the turn, watching his body language, last year at times he would bear in on the turns, and it looked like he kind of gets cocked around here. You go inside a pylon at one point. Is that just habit, or is that a little issue he has?
No, it's mostly habit. He does get a little crooked from time to time, and you know, I kind of squall at him and holler at him, straighten him up here and there, and you know, he does have get a little sideways here and there, but you know, he learns to go with it.
So when you tipped him out, you're about a 16th away right now, still a length and a half away. He just kicked it into another gear. And
yeah,
flew, didn't
he shifted gears and was really digging. You know, he puts out 100% every time, and you know, I commend him for that because he really does try to get there.
Okay, so tomorrow night, bad news again. Enough Talk has the rail. You have an outside post. Strategy, how do you think the race will unfold? Any thoughts, or are you just going to go into it?
You know, we just go into it and with an open mind, and you know, hopefully we get into the race and get a clear shot, and you know, see how it goes.
Now, this year's crop of free-for-allers, and I'm not knocking last year's crop, but Enough Talk wasn't sound. He didn't show up for a lot of races. Corleone Cosmos didn't have his A game. The way he's qualifying, he looks good. Buckeye St. Pat has looked good. Pretty salty group this year.
Yeah, there's a tough group of open trotters this year. Enough Talk has come back great. Arch Madness is good. You know, there's the horse in Canada, Define the World. He's been racing super up there. Sand Pail's good. Corleone Cosmos. You know, there's going to be a lot of good races this year.
Now, speaking of the Elitlopp, have you received an official invitation as yet?
We haven't got the official invitation. We've, you know, word of mouth is we're invited, and you know, as long as things go well, we're pretty excited about it and planning on doing that.
Now, are you concerned at all with the equipment restrictions in Sweden? I know there's a limit on the type of head poles you can use and how many, right?
You can only use one plain head pole and a Murphy. And actually, I did train Jim here a couple weeks ago, rigged that away, and he was fine with it. And you know, I don't think it'll really be an issue.
Have you ever raced any horses overseas?
I've been to Italy, and then I've been to New Zealand and Australia.
But that was just driving, not any
Just
of your own
driving,
horses.
yeah, yeah.
Will you like hunt down Jimmy Tactor or Noel and some of those guys and sit down and chat with them?
Yeah, I invite all the advice I can get from the guys that have been there and know a little bit about it and stuff. And me and Julie are kind of green at it, but I think Jim's a good horse and he'll overcome a lot. And any help I can get from those guys, I sure welcome it.
And there are a lot of big trotting races overseas. Will you stay over there for a month or so with the horse, or is it a one-and-done deal?
Yeah, mostly it's probably a one-and-done thing. He's got a lot of good races to race here, so we're looking more towards just the Elitlopp.
We are so excited, Andy. I mean, I can't wait till tomorrow night. I got goosebumps the first leg of the Sumac. Glad to see two great horses battle like that, and it looks like it's going to be something that we see on a regular basis this year. If you go, if enough talk goes, I mean, there's going to be so much interest here in North America. It'll be a great thing.
Yeah, I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people are in our corner and like to see the hometown horse go do something like that.